We had another teaser, um,
Mhm.
much like Moon Knight, but way more of a teaser. There's
Yeah.
way less there. For the new Lord of the Rings show from Amazon. What'd you
Mhm.
make of this?
Oh my god. Ugh. I had so many reactions to this, like, I was all over the place, up and down and up and down. So, I love the end of this. I love where it came out. Like,
Okay.
so we got the title reveal. It's gonna be Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power. So we're talking about the rings that were given to the elves, the dwarves, and men before, our
Right.
typical Lord of the Rings story. I love these stories. I love them. They are so interesting, and I think it's just, like, such a cool, familiar but different idea. It's so smart. It really is because, like, everybody already knows about the rings of power. They get it from, like, the whole journey of the One Ring. Like, excellent choice in story topic. Also, like I said in the comments, props to, like, the tech team, the design team, the effects team. They did this whole thing where the trailer was just like one long shot of, like, um the title being poured into, like, engraved wood, and, like, this, like, hot molten metal was being, like, poured in. They actually did this. Like, it wasn't just, like, CGI. It was like, "No, we're gonna, like, cast a mold of the title and then, like, pour hot metal in there and, like, film
Nice.
it." Cool job. I love that. Great. Big detractions. Um, I have no idea who the bitch is narrating this trailer, but she speaks Kate Blanchett's words, and how dare she?
I know,
Like,
right?
Like, I mean, they're so iconic. So it's like this whole, like, opening speech that we get right at the beginning of Fellowship of the Ring, talking about all the background. It's Kate Blanchett in her amazing, like, mystical, cool, like,
Yeah.
you know, otherworldly voice. And it's so, like, her and those words are so tied together. And here comes some, like, imposter thinking she's all
Floozy.
that. Floozy, thank you. Thinking she's all that, like, says it so pointedly, so much enunciation, so over dramatized. I couldn't. Like, what is this? Like, she even had, like, "In the land of Mordor." What, like,
Yes,
tell
yes, yes, that's right. Yeah,
what
yeah,
was that? Like, say it like a person. Oh,
yeah.
it was too much for me. I couldn't. I wanted to hit mute. Like, I love the whole visuals of the trailer, could have cut out the sound, and that would have been fine.
Why didn't they just have the voiceover that was originally done? Be tying it into why they have Kate Blanchett's narration
I'm
there.
I'm guessing it's because whoever narrated this is gonna be a part of the cast. I don't
Right.
know if they have the audacity, if they actually have the audacity to, like, cast someone else as Galadriel, like a younger version.
Yeah.
Because, I mean,
S-
she is one of the bearers of the 3 elven
yeah.
rings.
Right.
I
So they're
believe
gonna
hers is
base it off that.
Nenya, the Ring of Adamant. Um, but yeah, so if they have somebody new come in, I'm out, man. Like, I don't know if I can watch that. And
It should
I
just be
especially
her
don't know if
de-aged, right?
yeah. Like, I
That's what
especially
they
don't
should
know if
do.
I can watch it if it's, like, whoever did the narration on this, because her narration did not give me any confidence that she's not gonna, like, overact the hell out of this part, whatever it is. So, no.
Maybe they'll make up an excuse why she looks different. Some magic thing. I had to take a new form
Ah,
later.
no,
I don't know.
no.
Just making stuff up, but I just I just don't have I haven't heard any confidence from anywhere
Mhm.
coming out about this show. And I think understandably so because you have so much to live up to with the Lord of the Rings trilogy. You have so
Right.
much so much weight to just the original source material, and then already having the man himself, Peter Jackson, let most people down with the Hobbit trilogy.
Right.
You're like, well, of course this isn't going to be good, So
Right.
like they really, it's really on them to prove it. And I mean, yeah, to me so far, we got nothing good to go on.
Yeah, like I said, I'm like 60-40 on this trailer, 60% bad,
Okay.
40% good. Like I said,
Okay.
I think the core story idea is cool, and I
Hmm.
thought like the effects were cool, like way to not go CGI because obviously CGI was a huge complaint in like the making of the Hobbit trilogy. It was a
Yeah.
huge deal that everybody was like,
Right.
"Oh my god, it's so much." So, good on you for like listening-ish, I guess. But that really doesn't tell me, like, what you're gonna do with the rest of the series, and, obviously, I've already enumerated that I hated the entire voiceover.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, what would you think of a they're telling the story but animated? What if they had a high production quality animation series telling this
I'd be
instead?
cool with it. As long as Kate Blanchett voiced Galadriel,
Right? So I mean,
down.
get back to
Totally,
voices.
absolutely. Yeah. Um, yeah, I would totally be into that. I mean, it's not like they haven't done animated Lord of the Rings before. Like, I actually absolutely love, the animated Hobbit. It's kind of ridiculous and crazy, and it's hilarious if you're ever, like, playing a drinking game to it or, like, you doing a
Mm,
little partake, and watching that movie. It is awesome. Um, on its own, it's also, like, a lot of fun to
fun.
watch that
Yeah.
movie.